create the world that we're in.
All
And
right,
the idea of not
Jada and
communicating,
We'll do
not
it live.
talking about it, not clearing the air, and just being as transparent.
All right, let's see.
Just being
Absolutely.
transparent.
And I'm here with you.
Yeah, I thank you for that because you've been on a hell of a journey with me. So that's what we're going to start with.
We're
is
gonna
that
start
this
with-
is
Her
a very
partner is there
personal
for
journey
support.
Yeah.
that became very public
Yes, absolutely.
for whatever reason.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah,
I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help. You know, health, his mental state.
Because
you
for
know.
me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
He was really,
know.
really sick, yeah.
And it was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. And through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. What did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
Come on, different kind of
with August.
entanglement.
One thing I want to get you giving permission, which is, you know, the only person that can give permission in that particular
Yeah.
circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Perceive it as permission because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
relationship. Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain. We realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily enough, you and I did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
So we come into the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So
Okay.
you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Love Will and Jada.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency.
Yeah, unhealed impact.
Which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And I think that whole process with Og really showed me that. I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter
I
what.
actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing. And he decided to break all communication with me, which was totally understandable.
Right.
And I let that be. and hadn't talked to him since.
Years ago, right? You know, so the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about it, but
It happened
it's,
so long ago.
you know, and our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, and therapizing.
Yeah. When I say it's been a huge healing on my life, and just what I had to confront and discover,
Yeah.
you know, about myself,
Yeah.
the ugly truths and the beauty. So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready. He hasn't wanted to, you know, Og and I haven't talked in so long. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This all seemed very strange. Grateful for the journey that you and I have had together.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there are a lot of couples that go through those periods.
Yeah.
And a lot of couples that have to separate and think it's
Yeah.
over. And, you know, the one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right. We came together young, and
I
we
love
were
it.
both broken in our own ways, and to be able to make mistakes without the fear of losing your family is so critical.
Come on, Will.
It's the idea of any relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And I think that between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place
Yes.
of unconditional love.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree. I would
No,
agree.
but
I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish
Absolutely,
that
yes,
wasn't the
hey.
case. We would make
yeah,
it back.
there's a real power in the just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you really can't know that
Until you go through
until you through some stuff, you know. I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then
You gonna get me back. I think you got me back. I think we're good on that,
okay, that's probably true.
okay? You know, but and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay.
It's a Libra,
I'll give
baby.
you that petty-
He gonna get your
that's
ass
what you
back.
want. But you know, I will definitely say, you know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime,
25 years and counting.
we ride together,
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's
We're married.
what you tell me,
That I can love you through anything.
and I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like,
That I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with
I
you
didn't.
through.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You doing great. Yeah, you're awesome.
I love it. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. I 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 love every minute about it. Her personal journey, going separate ways to make yourself happy, ending up in a different entanglement. He was like, girl, just say it. It was a relationship. He never gave anybody permission, but like I said, he probably is like, do I have permission to like really fool with your wife on that level? But like she said, nobody can give permission to me but me. I'm glad that Will was there. He said that you need to say clearly what happened. Be clear, because wordsmiths, no, no pun, but to say that, entanglement, just using words so that you really are not really graphic enough or giving too much description. But yes, so Will clarified it. Yes, they were in a relationship. And then she realized in that relationship, which was a big lesson for her, that you cannot find happiness outside of yourself. And I think a lot of people cheat on their spouses because of that. I'm looking for happiness elsewhere. I needed to feel. I didn't get any feeling. And we talked about Will. Everybody know that they were on the outs. And Will was like, I thought I would never speak to you again because of whatever. And that's the details of that is none of our business. It really isn't. She talked about her codependency. Now I relate to that. Jada was probably going through a healing as an unhealed empath. And what happens is when you're unhealed, you tend to look for people as a healer. A lot of the times the unhealed empath turns into a healer because they've had to heal themselves. But in their codependency, they seek people out who need to be fixed when it's really them that needs to be fixed. And a lot of the times those people attract narcissists. They attract narcissists because they both have the same childhood trauma. They're just approaching it from a different way, where an unhealed empath will, their approach is to pull people in without letting them come on their own, which is part of the codependency. You keep pulling people in, trying to find people to heal, trying to find people to fix when it's you. And as soon as you become the healer or the healed empath, then you can approach your relationships with people where it's not you trying to heal them, but you create safe spaces for them to heal themselves. The red table, right? I just love that he was there. I love that Will was there. I love that they gave each other a pound, a high five. You know what they say, bad marriage for love. I love it. I love that Will was there. I love that he spoke honestly without even, we don't need to know the business. We don't need to know about their relationship. We don't need to know any of that. But we appreciate the glimpse into that relationship and them being honest. I think if they spoke, and like I said on the other video, this is a great opportunity for people to see how being unconditionally loved looks. Because if you leave a person based on their mistakes, that's your condition on the relationship. You made a mistake. It doesn't fall in line with what my rules are about whatever, so I'm going to leave you. That's conditional love. When you are going through all of these things with your family, he having other relationships, her having other relationships, and you stick together through the worst of it, but still be in a good, healthy space, because I'm sure they have a great, whoever their counselor is or psychologist is probably wonderful. And for them to be able to sit there and kind of laugh about it, which I'm sure wasn't laughable when it was happening. I just think it was, I thought it was great. I mean, as you could see, I just love Will Smith. I love him and Jada together. I've always liked their relationship. Even with all of the, they're in open relationships, all of that stuff, I've always liked the way that they navigated their marriage. And a lot of people cannot do that. And I think it is a glimpse into seeing, here we are, we've decided to be life partners. If we need to move where we are in spaces to where you need to go find what makes you happy, because you're not going to find it in me. You need to find it in yourself, and you go away, and in that going away, you develop a emotional and a physical relationship with someone else, but you come back to your relationship and it could be healthy. You know, I don't know. I might have a different outlook on it than a lot of people. I think she was really trying to let you into my business a little bit without letting you into my business, which is great that Will was like, girl, call it what it is. Y'all started a relationship with each other. Just call it what it is. Speak clearly as to what happened. And so she's trying to use her choice words to get through it. I just thought it was good. I'm glad Will was there to offer her support. I'm glad he kind of guided some of the conversation. It didn't need to be longer than it is, 13 minutes. I'm here for it. Y'all let me know what you think. Let's get down in the comments. We'll talk soon. Peace.